Confused people struggle to feel consistent. You might be getting advice from a bunch of different places. It could be some people on Instagram, some people on YouTube, some advice from Janice in the office who lost 10 pounds last summer. It could be from your auntie who tried that new recipe. It could be from Greg who's doing this massive step challenge in September. You'll hear different things. It's about calorie counting, it's about your hormones, it's about carb timing. All things are a little bit different. This can seem cool at first. You can talk about having a greater database of all these different things that work, and you get to pick and choose which ones could work for you. But the actual response that tends to happen is you can feel like you got one foot in a couple of different camps and are struggling to make a true platform that can lead you to move forward towards your fitness goals, a true base that you can move through stronger with. You might have experienced this in a different area of your life. Maybe you're halfway in a relationship and it's finding it harder to commit some of the other elements of your love and affection there. It could be you've checked out of work and struggling to work harder. People might look at it in those frameworks or a bunch of other different ones, not realizing that they're halfway in with their feet on a few different camps with their overall fitness journey. I should do high volume versus low volume training, full body splits versus high frequency fasting strategies. There's a lot, and it makes it hard to really commit to one. You've done good in a data collection sense. You've assembled all these different things that could work, but really it's not leading to one thing that is a defined, succinctable approach, and it's really getting in the way of you actually getting the progress you need. So instead of not knowing what to focus on, you should focus on these things. Focus on one priority at a time. Think about it. Probably the one that's going to have the biggest effect on the thing that's limiting your results. Is it the fact you can't get into the gym frequently? What's going to be the thing that helps there? If you can't get in frequently, do you need to change your split? Is it nighttime eating you've got to address? Is it daytime stress snacking? Whatever it is, finding one variable, locking into it for a week. And this is something you do with coaches, but even within yourself, is tracking that variable. How did I go? Where are my triggers? Where are things that could be improved? Is this something I need to focus on my motivation and discipline? Is it just overall a strategy is not going to work for me? But what you're then doing is you're not focusing on the different things that just work from Janice from the office. You're working on the one variable that's limiting you towards your results. With this, if you've found your one thing and you're doing the check-in, making sure the rest of your day lines up with that overall approach. So if we shared that training was hard to get to, making sure you can book in a time you know you can get to where things aren't going to pop up in the way, other commitments. Whether it's with food, if you know nighttime eating was a struggle, hey, you might delay your lunch a little bit later to late afternoon to have you fuller into dinner. Suddenly that isn't about what lunch is best, it's about what's helping the one thing that's actually limiting you. Then, once we're starting to stack these things, our one variable that's really making the biggest difference, you already know results get better. You might then find ways to make sure you can stick with that every week and then work into the second biggest variable that might be limiting you towards your results, rather than being stuck in a few different things that might actually not be your thing. So what I find with my coaching is suddenly after a while, all the different options isn't actually that fun. It actually becomes stressful. It becomes overwhelming. It becomes, should I do option A or option B? It leads to decision fatigue. It leads to not knowing if your overall approach is the best one. So you're thinking, maybe I should do that one next week. I'm not going to really commit this week. All different flavors of variables is making it hard for you to commit the way you need to and actually follow through in a way that's actually going to get the best results for yourself. Instead, what we need to do is lock in one strategy. If in doubt, all other things need to be seen as noise, things that it's actually going to get in the way of you focusing on one thing that's going to lead towards your results. Instead, lock in that one strategy. Get accountable to that one strategy. Check in, make sure you're getting results there. Treat all different strategies instead, not as potentially beneficial things, but as noise that could be getting in the way of you having the clarity you need to commit to getting the results you need for the things that actually matter for you.